What's up, guys? He's working out. Alright, so we're good. So, today we're doing something different. We're going to be taking a look at the stock market instead of the foreign exchange market today. A lot of things in the news that is going on with the market. As far as like inflation I just read about, and then something with Amazon's AWS service, or AWS being down, and affecting like Netflix and everything. So just want to take a look at the stock market and see what's going on with that. We'll probably take a look at some news articles like from Yahoo Finance, see if I can get anything pulled up for you guys. Let's see. My computer is running super slow. Super duper slow. But let's take a look at the market first. Let's see it pull up. Here we go. So this is my TD Ameritrade platform, Thinkorswim. I do invest. I'm a long-term investor in the stock market, and I'm an intraday day trader in the forex market. So I look at the stock market for long-term investments. So this is Amazon. We're on the daily chart right now, and as you can see on the side here, I have a bunch of companies that I like to look at just to keep track of. Let's see. I like to set it so I can see, like, so it can be split, like what's down for the day and what's up for the day. And then up here I have my indexes. So I have the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and then I have the VIX. So take a look at Amazon. Amazon is ranging, honestly. It's ranging. It's not really doing anything. Nothing too significant. If you were to day trade this though, or just like swing trade it, like getting in for a sale here, taking it to the downside. Let's see. I know Netflix was also down because of the AWS. So I have Netflix on here. Let's see. There we go. So the only indicator I use as far as long-term investing is a 50. I really don't need it, but I just have it up there just because. And how I break down like my long-term, if I'm looking at something for like a long-term investment, how I break it down is I go straight to the 20-year one-day chart, right? And what I'm looking for is like just consistent uptrend pattern. Like that's what I'm looking for. You can see Netflix is in an uptrend, right? You're in a consistent uptrend. And I also look at like, okay, how did Netflix do like in our recession periods? Like how did it do in 2020? How did it do in 08? You know, was it even out in 08? You know what I mean? Like as far as like being on the exchange. So I look at that because for long-term investments, you want to know that, you know, the companies that you invest in or whatever securities you invest in is going to do well during like a recession. That's a very important part, because you can get into a company that just started and, you know, you believe in what their business plan is and what their motives are and their mottos and everything, but in the recession, you know, stock goes down, you know, and you're losing money. Then the recovery rate, like how do companies recover after that recession period? all that matters when you're thinking about long-term investments. So I'm more of a I'm a technical analysis when it comes to long term also as well. I believe that my technical knowledge has helped me a lot in picking certain companies that I want to invest in just by looking at the chart. I I have studied and looked upon like fundamentals for the company and like their financial reports. Still working on that as far as like learning how to read that, because that takes time to understand. So that's something that Warren Buffett does. Warren Buffett reads financial reports and he can understand financial reports. So it's a good skill to have to understand that the company's financials, because you can make a stock pick off of that too, based on the company. Not even just looking at the chart, but just looking at their financials. And it's essentially almost the same thing in my mind, like how I'm thinking about it. How did the company do during a recession? I'm looking at the chart for that, and then you can look at how does a company do during a recession on their financial report. Were they making money while everybody else was losing money, or were they losing money while everybody else was making money? You just want to see a consistent pattern of growth in the stock market, in consistent pattern of growth in their company and in their stock too, depending on which one you care about the most and what you're going to invest off of. Because there's more than one way to like analyze a company, and there's no one way, there's no one right way. So let's see. Take a look at Tesla. Take a look at the big dogs today, the big companies. Yeah, I start off on the 20-year, and then I go down to the 5-year chart. I'm sorry guys if it's like super slow, because this is like really slow. I didn't think it was gonna be this slow. But this is Tesla on the 5-year chart. Imagine getting in Tesla at $35. And this was back in, oh actually no, this isn't. I forgot. Tesla had a stock split. So it wasn't even, but just look how flat it was though. Still. And then it started to pick up. Then I'll head down to the 1-year. I'll take a look at the 1-year chart. Let's see. I don't invest in Tesla. I just don't put my money in it. But I know some people who do. I like Tesla. I think Tesla is a good company. But I just don't invest my money in it. Alright, let's take a look at Apple. Let's start with the 5-year. Let's see the 5 years for Apple. Apple also had a stock split also. I think they had the stock split last year. Tesla and Apple both had a stock split last year, and everybody's waiting for a stock split on Amazon, but we don't know if they're gonna do that. Like, look at the consistent growth. Look at that. That's what you want to see, like when you're investing in a stock. You want to see it consistently growing. You want to see higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Even if it goes to like a little bit of a consolidation period, you still want to see higher lows. You want to see the market. You want to see the company trending up. That's the main thing. It depends on how you're investing too. So you're investing for there's different ways you can invest. People invest just for the dividends. People invest for long-term growth, appreciation. People are day trade. You can still day trade the stock market. This is where I started. I started on TDA, Thinkorswim, and I was day trading ETFs. That's where I started. Inverse ETFs at that. What was I trading? I was trading DGAS, UGAS, and then those got delisted. And then I went to SQs and TQs in the NASDAQ, and I was learning that. I was studying how the NASDAQ moved. It was like as soon as I learned how DGAS, UGAS, and like natural gas moved in the market, I was just getting in the hang of like understanding the inverse of ETFs. That's when I got delisted. And I was like, man. But then I went to SQs and TQs and the NASDAQ, and I was learning how the NASDAQ moves in comparison to DGAS and UGAS, natural gas. And I was having success, but I just felt like something wasn't like, I wasn't fully understanding what I was doing. I was making money, but I wasn't fully understanding what it was that I was doing. I knew I was doing something, like I had a trading plan, but I didn't know that I had a trading plan. I didn't know that what I was doing was me following a trading plan and like being consistent and repetitive. I was doing that, but I was thinking like, okay, I'm doing something, I'm making money, but something is just not right. I'm not understanding fully what it is that I'm doing. So that's when I went and got into a mentorship for forex. I switched over to forex, and I got into a mentorship for forex. And I took all the information that I learned from stocks and the mentorship that I got into. They literally explained everything that I knew and how it applied to my training, and everything made sense. And I've just been day trading stocks ever since. I mean, it's not stocks, day trading forex and forex pairs ever since then. So this is Apple. So looks like we broke through a resistance. I'm sorry, support here. No, I was right. Resistance. Broke through a resistance. You see it retested, and then shot straight up. We're at all-time highs right now for Apple. Take a look at Microsoft. Take a look at a few more. So this is, what is this? This is the 1 day. See, just a consistent uptrend. Higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Just consistent uptrend. Just consistent. You want to invest in something that looks like this. This consistency of being up. I'm sorry guys, this is really extremely slow. I hope it's not, the lag isn't too bad. Yeah, see, this was the crash of 2020 right here. So see how it came down here, but then look at the recovery rate. Look how it recovered. And still consistent uptrend. Still consistent. That's what you want to see. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Yeah. I had to tell my sister to be quiet. I'm sorry guys. Let me see, where are we? Alright. I meant to turn my camera off for that, but I didn't. But it's all good. Alright, let's take a look at Facebook. Yeah, I don't invest in these big companies. I'm not in Facebook. I'm in Microsoft. I own Microsoft stock, but I don't own Facebook. But that's not to say that you guys shouldn't invest it. Just do your research. Always do your research. Do your research on the company. If you see a company that you like, and this is what I've been told, is that when it comes to investing in the stock market, invest in companies that you use their products every day. That's the best way to narrow it down. And if you use a lot of companies' products, just pick like maybe 4 that you want to invest in, maybe 4 or 5, like something that you loyally use. Like don't know, if you buy a new iPhone every year, you buy Apple products, you have an Apple computer, you have an iPhone, you have AirPods. You know, maybe Apple is something you should invest in. Or if you use Facebook all the time, you use Instagram, you know, you use WhatsApp. Maybe Facebook is something you want to invest in. Drink Starbucks every day. I know I do almost every day. Not just, I used to drink it every day. Maybe Starbucks is something that you want to invest in. You like sneakers, you know, you have a sneaker collection, you're a sneakerhead. You love Nike, invest in Nike. That's the simplest way I can put it. You know, you like Microsoft, you have an Xbox, you have a Surface Pro, you have a tablet from Microsoft. Invest in Microsoft. Shop on Amazon, you know. Shop on Amazon all the time. You do majority of your shopping on Amazon. Buy some Amazon stock. Because it's you that's helping the company stay in business. You know what I mean? Why not own a piece of that company that you're helping to stay in business? That's how you gotta look at it. That's how I was taught to invest in companies. Was to invest in the products that I'm already invest in the company that I already have products of, and I'm using it every day. This is super loud, you guys. I'm so sorry. But let's take a look at the indexes before we go. Just want to show you guys the Dow Jones. This is the S&P 500. So we'll do the S&P 500. I hate that this is so super slow, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, we just do it from here. So, Dow Jones on a consistent uptrend. I'm sorry, S&P 500. S&P 500, I believe it holds 500 companies. I'm not too sure. I have to do my research. I forgot honestly which companies are in the S&P 500. I know the Nasdaq holds tech stocks, and I think the Dow Jones holds consumer stocks. I could be wrong. I have to do my research on that. But I know that the Nasdaq holds tech stocks like Apple, Apple, Tesla, Facebook, Microsoft. So the Nasdaq is tech companies. I know that. Doing some wacky stuff here. What is this? It's a 20-year. Let's do the 1 year. Yeah, it's doing some wacky stuff these last couple of days, last couple of months. But it's like you can see a head and shoulders pattern right here. This still doesn't, I don't know what this is like. I don't know what the market is trying to tell us, but that's the Nasdaq. Dow Jones. There's bouncing consistent uptrend, following this trend line here. Well, that's going to be it for today's live, you guys. Just want to break down the stock market for you guys. I will be doing more on the stock market. I didn't want to do a forex live trading today because we're going to get the weekly recap. So I just want to do something different for you guys. So we will be doing more breakdowns of the stock market and, just going in and out with the stock. So I'll see you guys in the next video.